Beth Hiley here for Board Game Geek and Spiel 17. I'm sitting down with the Tatas, Ricky and Haig, and you guys are from Le Mans Games.
That's right.
And you guys have had some big success in the last few years with Coup, which was your debut game, I believe.
That's right. That's
so
right,
now
yeah.
you have your game,
That's right.
which is Senators. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what inspired you to design this?
Well, it's interesting how games are conceived, isn't it? It was actually about 5 years ago that I first started thinking of the mechanics of the game as to how we can have a game where you can buy and sell cards and change their values. And I was thinking about that, and then as our organisation, when we did Coup, we set it in an Italian Renaissance village. I started off by having the theme set again in a Italian Renaissance mafia style. We tested that out, and frankly, they didn't like it. They ordered me
It didn't work. It just didn't work.
It didn't work. No, so they ordered
I
me
mean,
to.
good mechanics, but
It didn't work.
the theme just, yeah.
Yeah, so I was forced to think again, and as I once played the old Avalon Hill blockbuster, I don't think any of you will remember that,
Sure
but it was
do.
called The Republic of Rome, and it was a game which lasted, like in those days, games lasted about 10 hours, right? Anyway, I thought I'd try the Roman situation, and that worked very well. And it fitted the mechanics that I'd already planned, and we tested and tested and tested.
And
here it is before it, and I'll pass you on to Ricky as to
And I will literally pass it off
Right.
to you. So
Okay, well, I'm going to talk, there we go. I'm going to talk fast. As my dad said, the mechanics were sort of developed first. We wanted, all our games are interactive, and we test them a lot because we just like talking and interacting. All our games are interactive, and they are, this one is about the valuation and bidding for cards, and how people value sets differently, and when you take that value and when you move with it. What I'm going to do, because I've always wanted to do this, is do an unboxing video. So this is, I've been given a lot of grief by my dad and Beth about an unboxing video on VGG. This is the box. You will notice it's a very small box because we bring all our games in a suitcase. So we have to pack it all tightly in. There's the rules, there's the cards, there's the pieces, there's the coins, and this, in effect, is the board. And you lay the board out in the middle. I'm not going to explain how the game works. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the mechanics. You lay the board out in the middle, and on the board is a senator track, and the game will end when the fourth war occurs. And there is a stack of events, and when the fourth war occurs, the game will automatically end, and whoever is highest on the senator track at that point wins the game. So it's the game takes maybe half an hour, 45 minutes the first time you play, with a bit of learning. Now the key thing about the game, I'm not going to give you the whole mechanics, is you have money which you use to buy senators, and that's the core of the game. Accumulating money to buy senators, and when you accumulate money and when you buy senators is of course the decision. And you make money by buying resources in the market, and there are 6 different resources of different values, and you buy resources at retail and you sell them to the state when you make a set, and a set can be 3 of the same number or three of the same kind. Okay, so the issue is different people will have different cards, and and then the whole game revolves around the transactions of how do I get that card off your hand, or how do I compete with you for this card, and how do we each value it. And so,
do I feel like I'm getting a good end of this deal?
exactly, and or how do I extort it off you, blackmail you. And the game is, like all our games, we try to make games that are short, that are very interactive, so that everyone's playing the whole time, and you're playing the person, you're not building a board. And so the game, if I really want to leave you with 2 things, the game is just 3 actions you can take, choice of 3 actions: bring new goods to market, try to blackmail goods out of everybody else, or cash in your set, sell to the states and buy senators. And that's the sort of the wrap of the game. Within that, there's a bunch of different bidding mechanisms and transaction mechanisms, Dad. And you can't resist, can you?
No, I'm just showing you the events.
There are a bunch of different transaction systems to allow that dynamic of valuation and how do we value it to come to the fore. And it includes, there's elements of sort of classic Knizia, like Medici versus Strozzi, which is a great game, or Coup Handle. I don't know if you know Coup Handle, which is another great valuation game where I'm trying to figure out how much you value to pitch my bid the right point. And that all packs in with two strategies. One is, do I build an engine, build sets for a final push, or do I hustle to stay ahead of Senator in the race as it goes, playing the event card deck to see
and how
where it
does the
ends
game
up.
end?
The game ends on the fourth war with sudden death. When the war card gets appeared, whoever is ahead wins. So there's a timing element, but you can see it coming.
Yeah, a little bit of push your luck.
A little bit of push your luck.
Quite sure when that card's
Yeah,
going to
but
come
with a
up.
lot of information, because I like the analytical side.
Yeah. Now, I want to make sure
Yeah.
people know that you guys are a family affair.
Yes.
That, father and son, but also really your whole family is involved with Le Mans
The
games.
whole lot.
So when you guys say you do a lot of testing, are you doing a lot within the family? Or are you branching out to all
Well,
groups
both.
outside?
So we do it within the family because we all get together and we test the games. That's why a game takes so long. I mean, my dad came up with this 5 years ago. No one was happy with it. I mean, we liked the core mechanic, which was the valuation and the bidding mechanic, because you've got everyone transacting. But inevitably, games start out way too complicated. And the secret is, can you strip it down so that you enjoy
That's the point.
the core essence, which in this case is about the differential valuation. That this card, clearly you're going to value because of where you are, how much money you've got, what else you've got. You're going to value it differently to me.
Yes.
So can I either make the best out of selling it to you at the best price, or getting it from you at the cheap price because I value it? And that's the core of it. And how do you allow people to enjoy that core without having to worry about the rules, without having to worry about, extraneous stuff? And that's really hard.
Yes, it is.
Because
and it's a trick a lot of people haven't mastered.
Yeah, and that takes a lot of it actually is down to testing. And
Yes.
testing with people who you can strong arm to say, all right, come on, we're going to do this one now.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm sure when you guys first came, I said, gosh, was it 4 or 5 years
7.
ago now? So 7, gosh.
Yeah.
I felt like I got to meet everybody in your family. I
Yeah.
was like, this is awesome. I feel like I'm in a family reunion and we're playing a
Yeah,
game.
they're all late this year. They all left us on the first day. They're all arriving tonight. There's like 15 of them coming tonight. I'm like, thanks.
Just in time
Yeah,
for
just
us
in
to not
time,
be
yeah.
on camera.
Yeah. So that's it. There's not much else to say. I mean, I won't go into all the details because it'll just confuse everyone. It's a numbers game, and it's a bidding game, and it's a game you play between transactional game.
And above all, you're playing the whole time. Although it's in turns, you're involved in as each person does a turn, and the event cards, which are the engine which moves the time along, applies to everyone.
Right.
So it's not, I have to wait whilst you do your turn, and then so on. And it's very interactive. We like games where we talk to each other.
Yeah.
I wish more families had
Yeah.
that
Oh, it's
point
fun.
of view.
Oh yeah. Well, shouting as well, and
Right.
arguing, and blackmailing.
Well, Team Tata, I really appreciate
Thanks.
you.
It's always fun
Over.
coming here.
Right,
Yeah.
and well, also thank you for designing wonderful games and
Oh.
having such a strong ethic of design and sticking to it.
Well, yeah, we lose out on the box. Could be. Well, no, we argue about it. My dad hates boxes. Yeah, we argue about the boxes the whole time. Anyway, thanks a lot.
I hate big boxes which are half empty.
Right, I know. Well, thank you both. If you guys
Pleasure.
want to check that out, this is Senators, which is the newest title from Le Mans Games, and thank you again.
Bye all.
Bye.